Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, everybody, where your South Carolina Gamecocks are coming to town to take on the 2-5 Missouri Tigers. We have had our tough luck this season, but we've also had some really good luck. As you saw last episode, if you didn't catch it, that game was extremely exciting. The Tennessee Volunteers took us down to the wire, and thankfully Cam Smith came through with a clutch interception to seal the deal. And we are now, 4-3 on the season as we head into Week 8 now, and hopefully we can get back on track. This season has not went the way I wanted it to whatsoever. After a 10-3 start last year, we are now 4-3, and hopefully don't get another loss across the next few weeks because our schedule only gets harder. But that is for us to see as we head into this game. I do want to apologize. Last episode, there was a bit of a volume issue at the beginning. I know the music was too loud, so I'm sorry about that. But it was just an oversight. I missed out on it, and yeah, that's pretty much it as far as that goes. So we're going to get down to the field here as the Missouri Tigers will get the ball first, and Brady Cook is going to hand it off to Elijah Young. He's going to break some tackles on the first play of the game. He's got 17 down there. This Missouri team has struggled this year. They are 2-5. They've had a lot of ranked teams, and Elijah Young is showing why his legs are the best on the roster, as he has got a 25-yard run. So he's going to have a quick start today. 17 yards and 25 yards. Now 1st and 10. Brady Cook brings his tight end in motion. This time he's going to fake it. Everybody goes with the running back. Still, he's able to break tackles and get into the open field, and he is brought down at the 1. Tavares Jones, 32 yards. Everybody knew it was coming. Mo Kaba just overshoots him. A awkward pass by Brady Cook. A couple of missed tackles. And man, he got open quickly. And honestly, probably could have made a touchdown if he just reached his arms out. But on a 1st and goal, is it even going to matter? It will not. Elijah Young quickly into the end zone, 1 yard up the right side, and the Tigers are going to take a lead, 7-0 over the 14th ranked Gamecocks, as they're going to get on 1st and 10 on a triple option. And Luke Doty keeps it himself. He's got 11 yards, a nice little scamper there for the Doty man. And he has been good since we've brought him in, but not great now. On 2nd and 10, Jaheim Bell is going to catch the dart from Doty. That one's going to be 15 yards. Now Doty again on 2nd and 5 later on the same possession. He wants to throw again. Fires to Landon Sampson. Offense trying to click down the field. 16 yards on that one. Now 3rd and 6. Doty out of the shotgun. He wants to throw. Fires deep down, or looks deep downfield. Fires, and it's intercepted across the middle. Intercepted by the cornerback Hibbler as he makes a beautiful read on the pass. Jaheim Bell just sat and waited for it. Didn't come to the ball, and the Tigers defense stands strong on that first drive. Now 3rd and 5 on the next Tigers possession. Brady Cook is going to fire to Dominic Lovett. Last year, Lovett was the top receiver. This year, it has not been as kind to Lovett, but they are going to keep it on the ground, and why would you throw it when you've got Elijah Young running the way he has? I mean, he has just had a great, probably the best possible start for a running back today. Now 1st and 10, Brady Cook is going to call a man in motion. He is going to snap it out to Young, who's got a lot of room on the right side. Anthony Rose says, no, sir, you do not. He's going to cause him to go down. Loss of 2 behind the line. Now 2nd and 12. Brady Cook out of the center position. He's going to fire. Fires outside, and Tyler Stevens, the tight end, with a diving grab. That's going to be a 1st down and then some. Now 3rd and 6. Cook. He wants to throw this time underneath the Lovett. Lovett tries to make a man miss, but he gets brought down by committee. That is going to be 2 yards on the play. And the Gamecocks get the ball back. Now Doty on a 1st and 10. He's going to be a play action. Breaks one sack. Can't get away from the second. He is going to be brought down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and 12. They are going to run a play action. Doty rolling out of his pocket, just trying to find anyone open. He gets hit as he throws, but unfortunately just cannot find a target. Great defense there by the Tigers as we are now the beginning of the 2nd quarter on a 3rd and 10. Elijah Young somehow almost makes it happen. He gets stopped just a few yards short, and he has a 7-yard run, but the Gamecocks will get the ball right back. Doty on 1st and 10 out to Sampson, who's going to break a tackle, but he gets met quickly. That is a 3-yard gain. Now 3rd and 11. Doty out of the shotgun. He's going to take it. He wants to throw. Falling backwards, no one open. Fires at the last second, and it's almost intercepted. It was intended for Brandon Robinson, who has some trouble getting up. It looks like he has a wrist injury. 2nd and 3 now, as the freshman receiver will have to get looked at in the medical tent, as Elijah Young on a 2nd and 3. He's going to be limited to just 2 yards now for the Tigers. They face another 3rd and short, 3rd and inches this time. Brady Cook is under center. Tyler Stevens goes in motion. He is going to hand it off. No, he fakes it, fires back to Jones, who just kind of has trouble corralling it. And Tavoris Jones can't get the first down. He had a lot of space, but he just couldn't catch the ball quick enough. And on a 1st and 10, Marshawn Lloyd barreling over people down the middle. He's got 18 yards. What a big man run there by the running back. Now 1st and 10. Doty out of the shotgun. He's going to fire quickly to Rucker on the stop-and-go route. He is going to have a nice first down. Excuse me, that was a curl route. Now 3rd and 3. Doty is going to go back to the ground to Lloyd, who rolls over the lineman. They're going to credit him with that first down. If he had been down on the ground, he wouldn't have got it, but he rolled on top of him. And that's how Marshawn Lloyd was able to get that one. Now 1st and 10. He's going to go to Lloyd again on the corner route. He's got a nice 6-yard run, or 6-yard reception, excuse me. 2nd and 4. Go back to Lloyd on the ground. He's got it up to the middle, around the 5, maybe the 10-yard line. Now 1st and 10. Doty is going to be a play action. He keeps it himself and fires. Touchdown. Post route. Wide open. Jaheim Bell. 7-yard touchdown pass and a beautiful throw by Luke Doty. He anticipated him being open, and he was correct, as Elijah Young trying to get to the outside. He bounces it a few times, but 2 yards is the maximum they were going to allow him to get there. Now 2nd and 8. Brady Cook is going to bring his tight end in motion, as he does a lot of times. This one's not a pass, though. Cook's going to go outside to Lovett, and he's got a sure-handed grab. 9 yards with the defender running down on top of him. He's got the first down. Now 1st and 10 on the next play. Brady Cook is brought down. Tried to pitch it at the last second, but it was safer for him not to. And the Tigers face a 3rd and 14. About a minute and a half remains in this half, and that pass just not even close. He had a guy open, but he just wasn't able to fit it in there. 7-7 is still the score here. Late in this 2nd quarter, the Gamecocks face a 1st and 10. Doty wants to go deep downfield. Got a man downfield, and it's almost intercepted. Chris Abrams drain with the deflection. Corey Rucker had beaten his man, but he just wasn't able to get the ball deep enough. And on a 3rd and 7, it's intercepted again. Corey Rucker tried to catch it behind his head, and Doty threw it just a second too late, as the Tigers take advantage of another bad throw by this quarterback, Luke Doty, and they're going to have a chance here on the final play of the 2nd quarter. A 3rd and 10 Hail Mary, and it just falls, thankfully, harmlessly to the ground. But this game is anyone's ball game so far. 7-7 at halftime, as Terrell Dawkins and the Gamecocks trot into the tunnel, celebrating for whatever reason. We are currently a 14th ranked team struggling against a 2-5 team, but the Gamecocks coming out running down the middle with Marshawn Lloyd in the 2nd half. You've got to expect them to try and get this offense solidified, and they're going to keep it on the ground with Lloyd again as he bounces off of the first tackler, would-be tackler. He's going to have a first down. Now 2nd and 10. Doty out of the shotgun is going to want to pass this time. Rolls to his right. Fires to Quentin Beck, the freshman. He makes a man miss and makes a nice run of 6. He is in for the injured Brandon Robinson. Quentin Beck has had some surprising moments this season as a true freshman, but on a 3rd and 4, they're going to need more than that. Marshawn Lloyd kind of close, but it's going to bring up a 4th and 1. They are stacking the box. Doty is going to change the play, calling some protection. He's going to play action. Under pressure immediately, fires at the last second, and he had no chance. Joseph Charleston was there on the coverage, and a big man down there trying to bring him down, as the Tigers now still 7-7 have a chance, but Dominic Lovett nowhere to go. He's going to lose 4. Now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Brady Cook, he's been good so far today, no turnovers, but the Tigers offense has struggled since that first drive, and Elijah Young on the screen is brought down, -4 on the play. And now Doty and the offense trying to get back on track. 1st and 10, Doty rolls out to his right, fires across the middle to Juice Wells. A dangerous pass, but it pays off in the end as Luke Doty is able to fit it in there. and the Gamecocks have a first down on that one. Now 1st and 10 the next play. Doty is going to call an audible. He wants to fire outside to Juice Wells, who is going to spin move out of a tackle. He bounces off of him to the 30, down to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and out at about the 7. 51 yards for Juice Wells as he makes a nice move on the curl route, kind of spins and steps back. He just says, "Get off of me." And Juice Wells is off to the races. It seems like every time we can't get him into the end zone, but he just gets so close. I mean, very close there. But 2nd and goal, Doty is going to throw. He's going to fire into coverage, and Marshawn Lloyd makes a nice grab. I was kind of scared for a second there that it was going to be intercepted. I won't even lie, y'all. I was scared of that one. But the Tigers now trail 7 points. 14-7 is the score here. About 2:43 remaining in the second quarter as Elijah Young, another stop for this defense, and it is going to be another punt for this Missouri Tigers offense. Doty on a 3rd and 10 trying to make something happen. He's going to call an audible. Play action pass. Fires on the curl route, and Corey Rucker's got another man down the field, making a few men miss. He's finally spun out of bounds, and that was a nice catch and run there by Rucker on a 1st and 10. Marshawn Lloyd's got the run up the right side. The counter went for 15 yards, and it worked to perfection. Now 3rd and 8. 54 seconds and counting. Doty to the end zone. It's deflected, and it's incomplete. Damian Wilson, the safety, in coverage. And Mitch Jeter is going to settle for the field goal. 17-7. With about 48 seconds remaining in this third quarter, the Tigers now not a ton of time to operate. 1st and 10. Cook has got a man wide open to the outside. That's Luther Burden, the 3rd. He had a great corner post route, and the Tigers offense got exactly what they needed going into the 4th quarter, but they face a 3rd and 10 now. Brady Cook, under pressure, fires deep downfield. Got his man Lovett, who breaks free. Oh, my goodness. He broke free at the last second. And as you can see, they are down by 3 now. 17-14. They have solidified it. Now Quentin Beck gets another chance, and he makes another miss out to the 40. Out to the 50 and brought down right in front of the 50, excuse me. That is at the 49-yard line. 31 yards for the true freshman who has been thrown into this one. And on a 3rd and 5, Doty's got nowhere to go. The Gamecocks have to punt this one away as we are down almost to the final 6 minutes of this one. Now 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. Brady Cook wants to throw deep downfield. Got his man beat again. Cam Smith beat off the line of scrimmage, and Chance Looper 36 yards down the field as he just, man, he shoved Cam Smith out of the way. He basically called him son and said, "Get off of me." And now the Tigers offense is moving. Elijah Young on 1st and 10's got a lot of space to maneuver, and Nick Imanowori is going to bring him down with 13 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 4. Brady Cook is going to hand it off to Young. Young's going to trot to the outside, falls backwards. He kind of had a first down, but he stumbled backwards. And now they're going to have a 3rd and inches. They have struggled in these 3rd and inches scenarios. It's going to be a handoff to Jones. Spins out of a tackle, but he can't get the first down. Tavares Jones did everything he could for that. But the Tigers now on 4th and 6 are going to settle for the field goal. And this game is all tied up 17-17 as Luke Doty out of the shotgun now is going to take the ball, and he wants to throw it deep across the middle. Jaheim Bell's got it. 22 yards. He's got a nice catch there as he continues to produce early or late in this game, as well as Corey Rucker on a 2nd and 12 crossing route. Luke Doty found the hole in the zone, and he delivered it when he needed it to be thrown. Now a 2nd and 6. Doty play action, throws as he's hit. Drayden Norwood would bring him down, and Doty down for and out for the count, I guess. He is out of this game as Spencer Rattler comes in and almost immediately, throws an almost interception there right into the hands of the defender. And on a 4th and 6, Mitch Jeter is going to fire this one from 45 plus. And the Gamecocks, their special teams have struggled this year, but that one right there was a beauty by Mitch Jeter as the Gamecocks take the lead 20-17, and Brady Cook is brought down. He's going to lose 6 yards. Luke Doty, I don't know if you saw it there, but he will be out of this game. He strained a strained pectoral as the Tigers now face a 3rd and 13. Cook wants to throw. Now he wants to run, and he just slings it down the middle of the field. They have some faith in their defense now. 3rd and 4. 1 timeout remaining. Rattler wants to go down the middle, almost intercepted again. Jalen Charles, or Carles, with the deflection. Spencer Rattler has not made a completion just yet. Now 4th and 4, they're going to fake it. Kroger's got a man deep. Oh my goodness. Daryl Ware, we saw it earlier in the season. This one just couldn't quite get there. A little too much on it, and the Gamecocks down or up 3 with a minute remaining. Give the Tigers excellent field position. This is a beautiful pass from Brady Cook. Luther Burden III has to tap his ankles, but he is able to get that one inbounds. Now 3rd and 10. Brady Cook fires to the outside. He's got a man, Burden again, who's going to be brought down inbounds, but he's got the first down, so it doesn't matter too much. Now 1st and goal. Brady Cook out of the shotgun. He wants to pass it again. He's looking downfield, nowhere to go. Spins around, but he falls down. Jordan Birch brings him down, and the Tigers run up to the field. Now 3rd and goal. 27 seconds. Cook to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Tyler Stevens had a magnificent catch earlier in the day, and the Gamecocks trail by 4 with 24 seconds left. Rattler on 1st and 10 fires, and it's not even close. Jalen Carles, the closest man in coverage, and the Gamecocks are not in a great position here. Rattler, 18 seconds, fires, and it's intercepted in the coverage. Jackson's got it in a block out to the 20, to the 5, and he is into the end zone. The 3rd interception of the day by this Tigers defense, and they win this game 31-20 most likely, and that is the reason why. Interceptions, and why not add another one? Jim Jackson again. Another interception. This time he doesn't return it all the way, but you've got to blame this loss on the interceptions, on the turnovers, as the Missouri Tigers are going to upset the Gamecocks 31-20. Once again, I mean, a disappointing outcome. Every time you lose, it's disappointing, but to lose to an unranked 2-win team at the time, now they're 3 and 4. They're only 2 and 4 in conference. It's just unacceptable. The Gamecocks, we sit at 4 and 4 now on the season, 4 and 3 in conference play, and I don't really know how to describe why we're losing other than turnovers. We're currently dead last as far as turnover differential goes in the country. I mean, 126th dead last. We've had some fumbles there, here and there that have, not gone our way. We've had a lot of interceptions not go our way. I mean, obviously the last one doesn't count, so sure or doesn't really matter. So sure, you could say 3 interceptions today, but still it's added to the turnover differential. I mean, we had basically the same yards. Basically the same rushing attempts and more yards than they did. No touchdowns on the ground for us. We had about a little less passing yards. I mean, 2 of 11 on 3rd down doesn't help. 18% on 3rd down. 0 of 2 on 4th down. Usually, we're pretty good on 4th down, but today it just wasn't going our way. Not a good game for us today. Brady Cook had a field day on this defense. 285 yards, 2 touchdowns. No interceptions. I mean, after last week, I was optimistic, but as you can see now, Luke Doty, 15 of 28, 239 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Spencer Rattler, I mean, I don't even want to talk about it. It's been a while since we've seen him play. It's probably for the best. 0 of 5 for 2 interceptions. I mean, there's no excuse for that. 19 attempts for Marshawn Lloyd, 114 yards. He continues to be a bright spot in this offense. Corey Rucker, 3 catches, 55 yards. Jaheim Bell, 3 for 48 and a touchdown. And down here, Marshawn Lloyd had 2 for 12 and a touchdown. Quentin Beck, I did like a good bit. He came in there. Brandon Robinson got hurt. True freshman receiver, just like Brandon Robinson. He came in, caught 2 passes, ran for 37 yards. He broke a couple of tackles. I mean, can we even see? No, we can't see yards after contact, yeah, we can. No, yeah, that's yards after catch. But he had 30 yards after the catch. I mean, that is very impressive for a true freshman. Defensively, Mo Kaba, 10 tackles, 4 for loss, 1 sack. Nikim and Awori had 7 tackles, no interceptions today. Jordan Birch added a sack, and I believe that was it. Our defense struggled heavily. Mitch Jeter, he has bounced back, though, 2 for 2 today. These last few weeks, he's been a lot more reliable as far as kicking goes, and that's going to really hurt our chances. I'm pretty sure this loss basically prevents us from even having an opportunity to make the SEC championship game. 4 and 4 right now. We are 1 spot over Missouri, 2 spots over Kentucky, Vanderbilt, and Tennessee, all down there as well. The Gators have been really good this year. We've got to play them in a few weeks. It looks like they just took a loss, though, which they did. They lost to Georgia 35-42, so that is a tough one for them. Georgia continues to dominate, even though we beat them early in the season. It's not a good loss for them, but it's a better win for us, but not that it matters, really. It's just been a tough year for the Gamecocks so far. Heisman watch is probably going to be about the same. You've got Tavion Thomas from Utah. He's probably going to take the Heisman, I would imagine, as we're going to go look at the top 25 real quick. The BCS rankings are now out, so that should be interesting to look at. Not that you have to worry about us being in them, but it should be interesting. You've got Alabama at 1, Miami, Washington, East Carolina is at 5. Ohio State, Georgia, Utah, Oregon State, Florida, Texas, Baylor, Kansas, Syracuse, Oklahoma, and North Carolina are the top 15. Now we go to the final 10 there. You've got USC, not us, the other one, UAB, Notre Dame, Michigan State, Kansas State, Michigan, and Auburn. Rounding out the top 25, we've got UNLV, LSU, and Virginia Tech, all of whom are new teams to the BCS polls. They are all currently first-time ranked teams this season, or at least this last few weeks. So it should be interesting to see how the polls go moving forward. As far as our schedule goes, we have a good few tough games left. I mean, it's not going to be a cakewalk. If you look, we've got Vanderbilt next week. Like I said last week for Missouri, it should be a win, but I mean, the way we played against Missouri, I would not be surprised if Vanderbilt beat us. Then we've got the 11th ranked Gators. Then we have Ohio. We have a bye week, and we round out the season on the Clemson Tigers, who have struggled this year, but as we have too. So I mean, it's not a sure win no matter what. As far as recruiting goes, last episode you guys saw a bunch of people commit to this team. Probably the best amount of commits I've had in a single week. I don't know if we've gotten anyone new since then. I don't believe we have. We actually have. We did. We got defensive end Justin Malone, a 4-star out of Alabama. Maybe turn Alabama into a pipeline. That is the 3rd defensive end we've gotten, but I do like the depth at that position. I'm obviously going to try and move them around a little bit, but I think that's the only new guy we got. We're currently going after Johnny King, still out of Connecticut, the 5-star number 1 ranked quarterback in this class. He has a lot of interest from other schools, but he is very, very interested in playing here, so I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get him on this roster and have him as a true freshman next year, maybe even with a chance to start. And everything else stays about the same. Josh Brown, we're still going after very, very heavily. Hopefully we can keep some ground on him. Kevin James, we're going after Jeff Clark. And Michael Hollmiller is a guy that I really want, but it looks like we're going to struggle to get him with the amount of visits he has left. But other than that, this class is pretty good so far. It's probably one of the best classes I've ever put together. Sitting at number 12, we've got 3 4-stars, 3 4-stars, 4 3-stars, 1 2-star, so no 1-stars. The 2-star, I believe, is our kicker. So I'm very content with where this class is at right now, and we are heading into in my opinion, a must-win this week. We're heading to Vanderbilt. It's going to be away. It's going to be tough. Vanderbilt is much better than us as the turnover differential. I mean, look at that. -10 turnover differential, but we've got them beat in every other category. The Commodores have statistically struggled against the Gamecocks, and as you can see, they have lost a lot of games this year. Mississippi beat them in overtime. They barely beat FCS East. I mean, they did beat Missouri, though. Florida beat them. Georgia dominated them. They barely squeaked by Nevada by 1 touchdown. So it's not a hard game, but I have a feeling we're going to make it a hard game. As you can see our schedule, we've lost games that I believe we definitely should have won. Now we've lost 3 unranked teams have beat us on the season so far, so it's going to be difficult. Mike Wright, a scrambling quarterback. He has 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He is dominating this season. Luke Doty with 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Obviously, he didn't start from the beginning of the season, but Mike Wright is very good for this team. He is a good runner. He can play the read option. He can do all of that, so it's going to be a test for this defense. It's going to be a test for this offense to try and get back on track and not throw any interceptions, not fumble, not commit turnovers, and hopefully the Gamecocks can do that, because if we don't, if we fall to 4-5 on this season with what we've got after this game, Florida, Ohio, and Clemson, we've got to win 2 of those games to even make a bowl game, and at that point, we might get fired. No doubt about it. It's going to be tough, But we've got to get out there and we've got to get a win against the Commodores. So comment down below how you guys feel about this team going into next week against the Commodores. If you've enjoyed this series, I just want to thank you guys for continuing to support it, continuing to watch it. If you do enjoy it, I ask you to hit the like button and subscribe. It helps me out. It helps you guys out as well. Be able to stay up to date with everything I post and everything I do on the channel. And then we will talk back with you guys next time or next episode as we take on the Vanderbilt Commodores.